Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome to me trialing my PS2. Okay. I was just trying to test it to get the audio to sound right. The cable connection to the PS2 is not the greatest. So it was a little bit of a hum there. I might try using another cable in future. I'm not going to worry about it for this recording. In future, I might try another cable. It might be the PS2 itself. And if it is, that's sad. That's really sad, because it's the only PS2 I got. But yeah, I got my PS2 back from my brother. And to test out the recording on my PS2, I thought we'd do a game. We'd play just the tiniest bit of a game that, let's just say I have an ulterior motive for this game as well. So, let's just play the start of this game. Okay. These old controllers feel so small. Basically, my setup, by the way, for anyone who's curious, oh, no memory card. I could insert a memory card, I suppose. I'm just gonna continue without a memory card, though. For anyone who's curious about my setup, what I have is, I have my PS2, my original PS2. The AV cables are going through a little box, about this big. That's a little white box, it's an AV to HDMI converter. That HDMI is then being plugged into the Elgato, and the Elgato is being fed into the screen and into, you know, into my computer for recording it. Holy shit. It's so low def. On my screen, it's like upscaled to 1080p, but like without any of the processing, it's just purely like expand the pixels. So it's really blurry. Holy crap. It's so weird to see it on like such a different screen. This is welcome to Metal Gear Solid 3, by the way. I wanted to play this for multiple reasons. But we shall start a new game and just play a little bit of this. Mainly to test my...
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Alright. Yeah, we played the latest of Hideo Kojima's games. We played Death Stranding on the channel like a year and a half ago. Is it just me or is it so dark? I can barely see that. Yeah, we're playing one of
altitude 30,000 feet.
Hideo Kojima's older
Approaching
games.
Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
That's right.
Put on your mask.
I won't say anything just yet.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
I'd almost always skip this. So...
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
So I so rarely ever see this.
Sunrise.
Temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Yeah, that's the introduction to Metal Gear Solid 3. One of my favorite games on the PS2.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Sokolov,
He's
that's
head
it.
of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket.
They bring in a little bit of
After
fiction into the
Gagarin's
reality.
flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
Right.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets
honestly forget
were
how much
in the process of
cutscene stuff there is in this
intermediate-range
game.
ballistic missiles in Cuba.
Yeah.
The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the
This is all
UN's
real.
Emergency
This stuff's
Security
real.
Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter
Well-
IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return
Yeah, see,
Sokolov.
they twist the history.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more,
If you're familiar with Metal Gear Solid, you'll know exactly where it's going.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
no,
Not quite.
missiles.
Same technology.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Yeah.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
It's funny because one of the reasons I wanted to play this today, the reason I chose this game to test the PS2 on, is I had an Ulterior Motive, but the thing I was wanting to do it for hasn't shown up yet. I'm starting to get nervous that it won't show up unless I do something else. I might have to do it at the end.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk
I hold
in the Soviet
R1.
mountains,
I
ensure
can, like,
the
look
safety
through
of
my
Sokolov and
view.
bring him back to the west.
Look through the eyes of Snake.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
Naturally, that doesn't
But
happen.
if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Yeah. That's why the game's, well, it's one of many reasons why the game's called Snake Eater. Sorry if I talk a little loud, if I'm like blowing my mic out, the game's really loud. I can't control the volume because of the... I never can with like PS4, PlayStation 2. Any games I record with the Elgato, can't do that. It's, isn't it a mask? It's a mask, right? Or if I got a... I don't have a skin on, I don't have a save file active. This is supposed to be a ruse. Because there's a whole thing about, yeah, I've got a mask on. I didn't think you started with the mask on. Oh, I can't even unequip it. What the hell? Why do I start with the mask on? Oops. Oh. I forget. These old Metal Gear Solid games have reversed X and circle button prompt stuff. I have that bad feeling there's a bit of a delay in inputs. That's actually one of the things I wanted to test is like... Oh, it's X, okay. I wanted to see if this because this box I have... Yeah, there's quite a bit of delay actually, I think. Although it might just be the game, because in the menu it's very on point. I'm gonna do a sound sync now. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so it might just be the game, like sort of there's a slight delay on movement when you move. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get used to it, but it's just this is the whole point of why I was playing this, is I wanted to test this. I'm not going to worry about getting the secret stuff, because we're not going to save this game. I just want to play for a little bit, just to test out the PlayStation.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Ground
Snake.
control to
Yeah.
Major Tom.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
There we
Good
go.
idea.
Yeah.
This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
There we go. I was gonna say, you start off with like a fake mask, and it's kind of, I believe it was put in there to troll the people who got really mad about the fact that in Metal Gear Solid 2 you don't play as Snake, you play as Raiden. I never had a problem with that, personally, but lots of people got really upset about it.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site.
Yeah.
That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Naked Snake,
Great.
yep.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject.
I don't remember what that reason
exactly
is.
am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the...
I think I can figure this out. Under progress, the radio risk violating Soviet airspace will be in the gunship. Frequency is 140.85. Need to talk. Use a send function. Go get backpack. Yep. Okay. So yeah, while the cutscenes were playing, I was right. What I thought was the case is the case, and that is that I'm gonna need to go back to the menu at some point before the end of this to see a little something something. Oh, why do I get the feeling? Why do I get the feeling somewhere around here is that yeah, that's the frog. See that? Oh, you will have had an opportunity to see the frog for just a fraction of a second. What's the action button? Triangle. There we go. There we are. Yay, I have my gun. And my back, and my food. My health? I have stuff.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary...
I'm just gonna skip past this one. Go away. Shut up. The gun expert person. Yep. Okay. So I was like, I need to just test this out. I'll play Metal Gear Solid again at another time on the channel. We'll listen to it all. But
Snake,
for now...
try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Yeah. Basically, in this game, they had this big thing on CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
In the previous games, like close quarter combat, CQC was fairly limited. I feel like you can only really punch and kick, but in this game, they made it like no matter, even if you're holding a gun, for instance, you can press the CQC button, and wait, is there a snake there? Yeah, I thought so. Thank you. Just picked up a snake. If I'm not mistaken, though, can I see it from down here? I wonder. Might not be able to see it from down here. Damn it. Can I go back this way? If I go down like this, can I crawl under here? I can. Nice. I said I wasn't gonna look at the secrets, and then immediately I'm like, let's go back this way. Because there's secrets throughout, there's these collectible things throughout the game, and they unlock a really special weapon. So if I go like this, there it is. See that little frog there? How do I reload the gun? Honestly, don't remember. Oh, I didn't mean to fire it! That was so loud. It startled the shit out of me. Bolotto. I've not played this game since I learned Russian. Dremuchi. Oh yeah, it's written down there, Dremuchi. Yeah, eventually at some point, I'll be able to come up to some guys. I was gonna say, this game, it featured a very limited camera. I can move the camera only like this much around my character. The subsistence version of this game allowed you to move the camera way more. It added a new camera system. There's a freaking alligator over there. So yeah, this game is very much about, like, unlike the previous games, there's lots of like stealth related bug juice. There's lots of stealth related stuff in this game. Ow! There was an alligator in the freaking grass. Yeah, and up to the top right you can see like how good my camouflage is. When I'm like moving around I got like 5%, 15, 45, 80, When I'm like on the ground crawling, I have the best camouflage. As you exit spaces, you lose it and you gain it again and stuff. Some cool, really cool like mechanics in this game. There's also a fruit up on this tree. There we go. Yeah. And if I go into my inventory, this is something that's really cool as well. Is that because you're in the forest, you don't just have rations. Oh, whoops. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, so this is the reticulated python. This is the snake we shot at the start. I also got this a Gulliver. And until you eat it, you don't know what it tastes like. Let's eat it.
I want some more.
I want some more. And it recovers your stamina. So you've got your up the top left. You got snake. That's the first bar is your health bar, and then the 4 little bars are your stamina. Over time, your max stamina goes down, and you got to eat to get it back up again. There's another snake down there. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, this game is really cool. And if we, yeah, Tramucci, Sever, yeah. Must mean north. I don't remember. I feel like no, I learned Japanese north, south, east, west. I don't think I ever learned Russian north, south, east, west. But sever must mean, or must be north. Oh, yeah. Yeah, soldiers.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
Yeah, if you're not holding R1,
AK-47.
you just see it from this perspective.
Grenades.
If you hold R1, you get to see it through his perspective. There's a few scenes
Snake,
like that where
your
they
presence in
give you a little
Soviet
R1.
territory is already a violation of international.
Okay, yeah, just skip over this. You don't need to hear it. Not right now. I know this is what I used to always do when I played Metal Gear Solid 3. I used to not, because I'd heard it a million times, I used to skip the dialogue. But because of that as well. Oh, do I have sonar yet? I do. Oh, it's at the top, right. Yep, okay.
Huh? What was that?
There we go. I could barely see him. It's so blurry. Okay, that's fine. He's fine. Actually, I should shoot his radio. Damn it. There we go. I can't see them on my sonar. My sonar must be pretty shit. Motion detector? Okay, there. Oh, but motion, that includes motion of like animals and stuff. So don't want to look too closely at that. There's another guy up ahead. By the way, I have Metal Gear Solid 3 on PS3 as well. So, oh, can I not aim with my gun while I'm crouched? Doesn't seem like it. Oh no, I can. Wait. Let's not do that. I heard 2 footsteps. It sounds so close. There he is. Headshot. If you get the headshot, it knocks him out immediately. If you only get a body shot. By the way, these guys will wake up if I'm not careful. You only have to hold R1 if you want to. Oh. You only have to hold R1 if you want to zoom in with your like first person. Does this guy not have a radio? I can't see one on his person, but that might be it there. No, okay, I don't think he has a radio. There's another guy over there somewhere though. Can't see him. Oh, I see him. It's so hard to see. It's so blurry. Oh my god, I missed. Okay, shoot him again. Go down. Okay. Like, fuck it, I can't get the headshot, just shoot him a bunch of times instead. Does he ever? Oh, he has a radio, he has a radio. Shoot his radio. There we go. So you can't call for help. Yeah, I really like this game. Dolinovodno. And yeah, so this is the premise of the game. You're in a forest, you're in a jungle. You have to fend for yourself by getting snakes and fruits and stuff like that. Yeah. And you can use environmental stuff to your advantage. I think that's it there. Was that not it? I don't see where the beehive is.
Nothing here.
Damn it. I can't see it, it's too freaking dark. It showed a beehive in the cutscene, but I can't see where the beehive is, so I'm just gonna have to shoot him. Oh my god, I thought I got a headshot. He'll fall down. And when the other guy sees him fall over...
Just my imagination.
It's just like a dart in his neck. The other guy will see him. There is another guy, right? Oh god. I was pretty sure there was another guy.
Who was that?
Oh, I don't have this equipped.
What's wrong?
Oh. Let's fall. Hopefully they'll both fall down. Oh my god, I keep missing. Thankfully this gun is supposed to... It's apparently silent. This gun's apparently silent, so they don't hear it, but it sounds so loud in my ears. Yay, they're both down. I'm so annoyed. Oh, that was a piece of fruit. Where was the freaking beehive? I don't see it. It's just... The cutscene clearly showed a beehive. I don't see the beehive. Oh, there's another frog. Holy shit. Oh well, wherever the hive was, I don't know where it was. But yeah. I think this is is this the bridge? Oh, I pressed X. I pressed X to climb up, but X is to drop. Okay, no, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, time paradox. Because Snake dying there causes a time paradox. Snake dying causes a time paradox. But, sorry, that's some Metal Gear Solid 3. I just thought we'd end it there because I died. Makes sense. There's something else I want to show. Something else I want to present before we, something else I want to present for the end of the episode. Yeah, so just quickly while we're waiting. In Japan, the PlayStation controllers, circle is, like, in Japanese culture and stuff, circle usually means, like, okay or correct. They often don't use ticks to say, like, this is correct. They'll put a circle to say that, yes, that's correct. And so on PlayStation, the circle and X buttons were designed to be, like, an okay button and a cancel button. X is supposed to be like a cancel. But for whatever reason in the West, the idea was like, oh, X is like the select button. Like, you the X marks the spot kind of thing. Like when you press X on something, that's like you're selecting the thing. And so circle, for whatever reason, became the cancel button. So on PlayStation 1 and 2 games, especially, whenever you're in menus and stuff like that, in the West, X and circle is the select and cancel buttons. Select and cancel, respectively, X and circle. Whereas in Japan, yeah, circle and X are the select and cancel buttons, respectively. And the triangle button was supposed to be, like... I think the square button was supposed to be, like, menus, because the square was supposed to be, like, a piece of paper. And the triangle button, I think, was supposed to be, like, up or navigation or head. I think that's what it was supposed to be. But the start button ended up becoming, like, the pause button for most things. So square got sort of replaced by by the start button for most things. So, yeah. Just a little history on what the reason for the X circle square triangle thing, triangle circle X square, is they were supposed to be symbolic representations of what they did, but most developers just chose whatever one that they preferred to do their things. Yeah, I can't get it to play. It's weird. I thought you just had to leave the game in the menu and it would play the freaking the video. There's like a cutscene in the game. I might have to like record a separate video. I've been like waiting around for like 10 minutes in different places and I can't get it to load. You know, that memory card's broken or it doesn't have a save file on it. Here we go. No data present. God damn it. Let's try this one. These other ones aren't working. Oh, there we go. No, okay. I have a feeling it's on the other one that's not working. Oh, there we go. I got it to read from slot 2. There we go. I knew this was the one that had all the saves on it. Okay. Now that I've got that in... Oh god, I just noticed the time. These first 3 are from 2005. This is 2011. Holy shit. Oh, is it doing it? It's doing it! Yay! This is what I was wanting. I thought this happened every time you started the game. But it seems to only... I managed to get it to work, whatever the case.
What a thrill.
It's my favorite.
Darkness and silence through the night.
It's my favorite ever theme song for a new game. I'm pretty sure.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme.
It's taking like all of my energy to not sing along.
Not for honor, but for you.
I think you know what's coming.
In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. You go
it is so good.
Rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new life.
I think I like the song more than I like the game.
Not for honor, but for you.
I love the game, don't get me wrong. I just love this theme.
There'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
It's so good. It's just 100% like a James Bond intro.
Still
It's so fucking good. Anyway, I just wanted to get that. I wanted to play that. I wanted to have that play because I think you know what's coming. That is a song. That is a theme song for a game that I've loved for years and years and years. Yeah, I thought if I put the memory card in, that I might be able to get like the demo theater to show up here, and I could play it through the demo theater. But it would seem that when you first launch the game, it checks for the memory card, but after that, it doesn't check again. You can load a save, but this menu won't change until you reset the console, and it will do a recheck for the memory card. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Tell me if you want to see Metal Gear Solid on the channel, because I would love to play some Metal Gear Solid. If I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid 3, though, like if I'm going to play the original games, I'll probably play them on the PS3, because I have Metal Gear Solid on disc, and I can play that on the PS3, but also I have the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, which has 2, 3, and Peace Walker, all it's sort of like up-res to HD on the PS3. Even though I'll still have to record through the AV cables for the PS3, I can at least get the slightly higher def graphics on the PS3 version. So yeah, let me know what you think. I look forward to seeing what you guys think, and I look forward to singing the theme in the next Singing with Rorius video. I have some other stuff lined up as well, but I really, like that, this song has been in my head recently, so I really wanted to give context to me singing it on the channel. So I thought, what better way to do that? Test the PS2, play with some Metal Gear Solid 3, to get that frickin' theme to play, so I can sing it on the channel. Kill like 4 birds with 1 stone. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode of whatever I do.